Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Waisha for those that do not know me, and if you are returning, welcome back. So today I am juicing red cabbage and pineapple, and I'm excited about this mixture, but I'm a little worried in the same time. I recently tried juicing green cabbage for the first time, and I was quite surprised by the taste, if I'm honest. So I'm gonna give this red cabbage a try and see if it has a similar taste, and try mixing it with pineapple to see what I get. So this go round, I'm not gonna batch juice. I'm just gonna test some things out, see what I like, see what I may pair it with, and then if I like it, I'm definitely gonna add it into my juicing recipes in the near future. So I'm excited to get started. This is my first time trying red cabbage, so I'll let you guys know what it tastes like, my thoughts, and then see if it tastes well with the pineapple. Now, I did get a response from a comment not too long ago stating that mixing red cabbage, blueberries, gingers, and plums is a really good mixture. So I still intend to try it out. I just gotta get my hands on some plums. But in the meantime, I'm gonna test this out, and if there's any other recipes that you guys know of or have tried that you're like, hey, you have to try this, let me know in the comments below and I may give it a try on my channel. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna cut this up and then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna get to juicing. All right. Okay, so I just cut up the cabbage and the pineapple and I'm excited. So what I'm gonna do this time around is I'm going to try one of these red cabbages by itself. I'm gonna juice it and just see what it tastes like by itself. And I know, I probably should have learned from my first lesson of drinking green cabbage by itself, but you know, I figured why not? Like, I would rather see what it tastes like at its natural state, so that way I know exactly what will pair very well with it. So the reason I'm trying pineapple this go round is that I found something online that already blended the two and it seemed pretty decent. They didn't complain about it, so I figured I'll start off with something that may taste good, right? But we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see what it tastes like, and we'll see what it may pair best with. So let's get started. Okay, let's use you. You look scrumptious. Now, does anyone know why we call this red cabbage and not purple cabbage? It's like the same for grapes. Like, I'm clearly looking at purple grapes, but they're called red grapes for some reason. And I'm just like, is there a reason that we're colorblind when it comes to fruits? Like, why? All right, so let's see. Now, when I was juicing green cabbage, one thing that I learned is that it takes forever to juice. So we're gonna see if this one does roughly the same. And from the looks of it, it looks like that's the case. So hopefully once I add the pineapple, we'll be able to extract the juices much faster. But here we are. Oh, this is a deep purple. I like this already. Okay. So I feel like this is good enough. I don't need a huge jar. Just wanted to try a little swig of it. Ooh. This is so pretty. Look at the deepness of this. The deepness of the color. Okay. So the smell is very similar to green cabbage. But this one to me is almost a little bit more strong than the smell of the green cabbage. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it out. Okay. Okay. So it's bitter. It's bitter similarly to the green cabbage. Let's just stop this real quick. Yeah, so it's definitely on the bitter side. So of course, what I will pair with it, I think pineapple would go really well because pineapple have its own very strong taste to it. So I think that mixture is going to be really well in offsetting that real bitter, deep cabbage taste, right? But I will say, like, even though my taste buds did not agree with it whatsoever, my body, I could tell my body was jumping for joy. It was like, yes, yes. So that's why I'm like, I'm conflicted. I know that the benefits in it is insane. I could tell already by how my body reacted from it, despite my taste buds' disapproval. So this is really interesting. I think this is going to pair really well with apple as well. And honestly, after tasting it, I'm extremely interested in trying it with the blueberry, plums, and ginger, because I think that would be a really good mixture. But again, like the other cabbage, I probably wouldn't drink a full jar of red cabbage juice by itself, you know, unless it was like a dire situation where I had some kind of health concern where it's like, hey, you got to take it straight, then I'll boss up and I'll do what I have to do. But in the meantime, I would definitely recommend pairing it with something. So let's actually try it. Let's just taste it with a little bit of pineapple and see if this mixture is something that's worth adding to my recipes in the near future. Okay, so let's add some more of that, a little bit of that, and we'll start here. Okay, so while this is juicing, I want to share a little bit of the benefits of red cabbage that I learned online. And some of it state that it helps with inflammation, it has high antioxidants, it may even help with heart health, and some say, allegedly, disclaimer, I am not a doctor, it is stated to have potential anti-cancer effects, allegedly. Oh, this is a lot of foam. I know it's most likely the pineapple, but we're here. So we're just gonna have some foamy drinks today, okay? So let's try it and see what the mixture tastes like with the pineapple. I do love the color though. I absolutely love the color. Look at this. Looks like health. Okay, so it smells. You can tell the pineapple is definitely, that's interesting though, because with the amount of pineapple, you can still very much so smell the intenseness of the cabbage. But let's see if the taste is better, okay? That's pretty tasty. That is pretty tasty. Okay, so we have a good mixture there. I think this is nice. We have a good mixture. Now, I know that I love pineapple. Pineapple is like one of my go-tos whenever I'm juicing anything. So I'm glad that this mixture actually worked out very well because, you know, as I mentioned, this alone is just, it's a little too bitter, but the sourness and the sweetness of this pineapple actually make this a really good mixture. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this jar up and just see if we continue to get a lot of this foaming action. And maybe, I don't know if any one of you all know how to reduce the foaming when it comes to this, you know, pineapple juice or juicing anything that has a lot of foam. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below on how to minimize this a bit, because I realize that as I'm juicing, sometimes it kind of goes into the hopper and then it makes the hopper all fuzzy and full of foam and stuff as well, and it's quite unpleasant. So if you know any tips and tricks, please let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to try them all. Okay, me being clumsy. Okay, have a little more of this, a little more of that, and we have takeoff. Okay. So for those of you that do not know, this is the Nama J2 juicer. It is literally my favorite juicer. Honestly, I'm a little biased because I've only had what's called a centrifugal, the spinny ones. The classic ones, right, that we most know about, where you have to feed it and then it's spinning and then you get the juice that, you know, spurts out of it. So I was using that beforehand, and then I came across this Nama J2 from a friend, and it's been a staple in my life. Granted, it was an investment. This bad boy was like 550 bucks, which is insane. So I plan to do a future video where I'm comparing this Nama J2 juicer with some of the inexpensive options that I found on Amazon. So if you're interested in seeing more about that, stick around for those future videos. Okay. Okay, so see, we're getting a lot of foam here. A lot of foam. I don't know if it's because the foam is coming up from the bottom, but let's try to remove some of the juice there and see if that helps. This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Who doesn't love a pretty drink? So this is a lot of foam, but I think this is still pretty good. So we may get a good 2 jars here. I'm gonna run and grab the other jar, and I'll be right back. Oh, we have a lot of foam going on here, a lot of foam. Okay, so now I know moving forward, juicing cabbage along with pineapple will probably give you a lot of foam. So I'm gonna try some other mixtures in the near future. Maybe with apple, maybe with oranges, something that usually has much less foam production, and we'll see what we get from that. And I'll be sure to share that as well on the channel. Okay, so let's just dump all this in here at this point then. But like there's nothing I could do really with the foam at this moment, so let's just get this done. Let's just get it done. Okay. Foam out of there. Does anyone know if there's something that we could use this foam for? I know that sounds like potentially a silly question, but like, and this may not work, but what if we freeze it? Like, what if I freeze the foam, scoop it out, put it in like a bowl or something and freeze it? Would it be like a nice little mousse treat? Maybe it don't work that way, but I'm open to trying it because look at this. It's literally almost half-half. I feel like I should be able to do something with this, right? Again, if you've tried something or you know a bit more about how to utilize this foam, please let me know in the comments below so I can minimize all of this nonsense that's happening here. All right, let's go ahead and try to fill this up. All right, well, there we go. There we have it. We have a nice little half and half there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. I do approve of the red cabbage and pineapple. However, if there's an additional fruit or vegetable or something that we can add to minimize the foam, I would highly recommend that. Otherwise, we may end up with this beautiful concoction here. And this, right? So I'm definitely going to try some more recipes blending the red cabbage with some other combinations, and if you had a few combinations below that you've tried, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share the love. I would truly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos. All right, peace and love.